Oh, they're going to remove all the names off the ballot except for Joe Biden in New York. This is the New York Board of Elections. So there would be effectively no Democratic primary in New York because of the coronavirus. They're afraid for the people's safety. But there still be elections. They still want people to come out, just not to vote about Joe. They were going to still have everybody come out to vote for down-ticket items. They didn't want other people to be on the ballot with Joe. So they knocked everybody, not just Bernie Sanders, everybody off the rolls. Everyone. I prematurely thought that that was just something that Andrew Yang succeeded in filing a lawsuit and getting the names reinstated. Then I come to find out that it was more of a combination effort, that more people worked towards that end. So it was more of a team effort. You cannot just unilaterally just call off the primary election. The hell you think you are, Caesar? You can't just shut down the elections. I'm thinking everything's good. We end on a good note. Everybody feels, warm and fuzzy. We got an opportunity to actually go out and cast your ballot. And then this happens.
An appeal tonight by the New York State Board of Elections to once again cancel the state's presidential primary next month. A federal judge yesterday ruling New York must hold its primary as planned on June 23rd. Last week, the board canceled the primary by removing all candidates' names from the ballot except for Joe Biden. He's the only remaining Democratic presidential candidate in the primary race.
I don't know why I even used that clip. That clip was so short. I mean, it just said what I said. But sometimes people need to be said in a different voice, too. So, the Democrats to appeal reinstatement of New York presidential primary. Now they're appealing it. They are appealing the reinstatement. So they wanted to go back. The appeal by Board Commissioner Andrew Spano and other members comes a day after the June 23rd primary was reinstated by U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres in Manhattan, who said canceling it would be unconstitutional and deprive withdrawing with presidential candidates, Bernie Sanders and Andrew Yang, of proper representation at the Democratic Convention. So they ruled that canceling the June 23rd Democratic primary would violate the constitutional rights of Andrew Yang and Bernie Sanders, and now they're saying, hey, we're going to fight that ruling. So Torres said there was enough time before the primary to plan how to carry it out safely. She acknowledged that the reason it was canceled to prevent the spread of COVID-19 was an important state interest, but said she was unconvinced it justified infringing on rights. She noted that no other state had canceled its primary. Remember, New York's not the only state that has primaries up to come. Maryland has a primary, for instance. We just simply pushed them back. Torres' decision came after lawyers for Sanders and Yang argued Monday that their clients would be harmed irreparably. So, once again, as I restated earlier, this was a combination effort. I know there are people who don't like Bernie. They blame Bernie for everything. Oh, my God. Did you know it rained today? At Bernie Sanders. There's corruption in the Senate. That Bernie Sanders. Someone peed on the rim of the toilet. Bernie Sanders. He's the fault of everything. He does everything wrong. But it ain't the case, Johnson. So while you're praising Andrew Yang, you should praise Bernie too. His people, his squad, they actually all work together. We worked together and got something done. And now we got to work together again because they're trying to undo what we just did. So now if, to those people who said Bernie should have fought harder to get this done, now that they're undoing it, are you going to blame Yang if he don't fight hard enough to stop them from undoing what he already did? It's a corrupt system. One person can't destroy it. This is not Star Wars. This is not the Death Star. You just see, what do you think this is? They had to save the planet. Remember that? And you just fly one. I think it was the guy who went crazy. Forget his name. And They flew like, oh no, this meteor was coming to the planet, going to destroy the planet. And they just sent this one guy. It's like, somebody's got to do it. You got to drop the bomb and blow up the thing before it gets in the zone, or everybody's going to die. The whole world's over. The whole earth is over. And that one guy, man, he's like, just tell my kids I love them.
Do me a favor. Tell my children I love them very much.
I'll see you guys on the next go round. And he flew a ship with the cargo because he couldn't fire. That's what it was. He couldn't fire his bombs, so he had to use his ship as a bomb, his plane as a bomb. Well, that ain't real life, dumbass. In real life, one person doesn't stop the evil. We wish it was so, if it only took one person. Martin Luther King was fantastic and amazing, but it took a lot of people. That's the only name you hear. There's many other people, hundreds, if not thousands of people who also stood up. All right? It's not just Bernie. It takes more than one person to win. It takes more than one person to lose it all. You understand? Okay. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. They're trying to roll back our joy. They're trying to make it so we don't get to choose. And they don't much want us to be able to vote. And all I say is, I like paper ballots. It's a lot harder to rig a paper ballot, especially if you got to keep the paper. So we can go back and count them. All right? So I like paper ballots. Why not just have people mail in paper ballots? It'll give our postal service people some more money to make, and the federal government can pay for it, and there goes your funding. And then, I understand Trump hired a friend of his to head up the postal service or something. All right. Enough. I just had these ghosts of elections, This bothers me what people do. People are unreasonable. I say, what have you ever done? Have you ever led any? Have you ever? It's hard starting something. It's hard doing anything alone. I know. Who you think's here?